Is disappointment and failure. It will not be your portion in Jesus' name. But let me condition our minds. Disappointment and failure. Ma sorry tinu lọ́jọ́ ìdánwò. Ma gbàdúrà nígbà gbogbo. Orí ọba tí ó rò pé kò gbẹ̀bẹ̀. Olúwa gbọ́ jènìyàn lọ. Olúwa gbọ́ jènìyàn lọ. Olúwa gbọ́ jènìyàn lọ. Bàbá orí ọba tí ó rò pé kò gbẹ̀bẹ̀. Olúwa gbọ́ jènìyàn lọ. How do you see your God? How do you appreciate His love for you? Do you come to Him with unbelief? Do you approach Him with faith or with trust? Are you aware that you did not create yourself? Are you aware that the Bible says that we are like grasshoppers that God looks down on? Do you realize how small we are in the grander scheme of what God is doing? Do we appreciate how powerful God is? Amen? Amen. Has anybody ever been on a plane before? Anybody ever been on a plane before? Now, when the plane begins to take off and it begins to raise its nose, I always like to sit next to the window so I'm able to see outside. Now, as the buildings that are quite mighty become as small as maybe your smallest finger, and the cars that you see are like ants, and you know that the people inside are big people like myself and like yourselves, you then begin to realize how small we are and how big God is. Do you ever go amongst the clouds sometimes and realize that God, the distance between where I am to the ground is very, very far? In fact, I always say that getting on a plane, we're going too far. Do you never realize how powerful God is? Every time I'm in the plane. And in fact, the plane taking off does not make any sense. There's no scientist that can tell me that there's a level of something that happens in the propeller that allows it doesn't make any sense to me. The plane is very heavy. The people on the plane are very heavy. Your luggage that you carry there, you carry it with your teeth. Especially the fact that Nigerians, we have 23 kg that we need to make sure we pack because we're waiting to take things to our people back home. It's all on the plane. And that plane will levitate and get to where it's going and land. And then we get off, and the first thing everybody does is to go to their luggage immediately, without realizing how powerful God is. Hallelujah. 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 The topic is disappointment and failure. Everybody will experience it. Amen? Amen. Everybody will experience it. It's necessary for you. You need to fail at some things. Amen? But it's your perception towards that failure that is important. How you consider that failure is what is important. Everybody will fail. Those that passed the driving test the first time, you are the dodgy drivers. Yes, because you didn't learn anything. Amen? Everybody must fail at something. Genesis chapter 12. Abraham had a promise from God. And the commandment that he has was leave your father's house and go. Amen? Amen. Immediately the man went. There are some scholars that say that it was in fact Abraham's father that was given that promise, but he didn't understand at the time. So Abraham began walking in God's promise and began going, not knowing where he was going. Amen? Amen. Do you know that we walk in this world blind? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But it's God's word that reveals everything to us. Genesis 13. When he then began going, he was with his cousin, Lot. And it got to a point that they had land and they decided to divide it amongst themselves. You go one way, I will go another way. I pray that if there's anybody that is not meant for your destiny or your life, everybody will go their own way in Jesus' name. You go your way, I will go my way. Mind you, Abraham was the person that heard God's word, that was given God's covenant. And he decided, okay, Lord, you can take the fatter land, you can take the more, you can have it. Shouldn't God have spoken at that time? to say that, look, I didn't give you this land. It was meant for Abraham or Abraham at that time. But God remained quiet because he's working. Amen? It would have been a disappointment to Abraham that this isn't the promise that God gave me. It doesn't look like anything that God had promised. Is everybody with me? But God allowed it to happen. It was disappointment. Amen? It was disappointment at that time. Shouldn't God have intercepted immediately? So in your situation that you may be thinking of, or in your surroundings, accept that God is in there with you. God is in there with you. You need your wilderness period. Amen? You need your wilderness period. Everybody needs their wilderness period. Did Abraham not realize that there was a veil upon his face and he was unable to see what God was doing? He was unable to see. The only thing that he did was to follow. When God had given him and Sarah, when he had given him the word that he will have a son, and after some time it didn't come to pass, and she decided to help God's work to give him the maid, right? That was also disappointment when things didn't work out in the way that he expected it to be. I want us to understand the condition of Scripture and how things work. Don't allow the devil to blind your eyes. God is working on your case. God is working on our cases. So what we decide is disappointment and failure could be part of God's chapter. And could be part of what God is doing. But how do you perceive it? Nothing you go through should be seen as disappointment or failure. You have to ask yourself, God, what do you want me to learn in this time? So maybe you don't have work at this time. Maybe there's something that's disappointing you. Maybe there's some behavior in your children that you don't want. But at the same time, we need to ask God, what do you want me to learn from this situation? Because God is working. The C&S book, which is so rich, establishes that God is working. The hymn book says, Ahareni tole pada, Baba ṣiṣẹ́ ogun ni, àwọn àngẹ̀ tó lágbára, wọn kò jẹ́ dán èyí wò, ìjìnlẹ̀. Failure, like I said, could be part of God's chapter. Could be part of the work that He's doing in your life. But how do you perceive it is the question. Do you know that your thoughts are the gateway, the doorway to the devil's work in your life? Your thoughts are the gateway for Satan. Amen? Oh, that person is amen? Amen? Your thoughts, is the gateway for Satan to come in. The moment you begin to think in the wrong way, perhaps when you begin to see yourself as being low, that's how Satan will come in. Matthew 14 from verse 25. Matthew 14 from 25. When God appears in your storm, you will see him like a ghost. You won't really recognize him. You will enter the cooker. Yes. Yes.
Walking on the lake.
Yes.
When the disciples saw him walking on the lake,
yes,
they were terrified.
Yes.
It is a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear.
It didn't make sense to them.
Jesus immediately said to them,
yes,
take courage.
Yes.
It is I.
Yes.
Don't be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Lord,
yes,
it's you, Peter replied. Tell me to come to you on the water.
That's where we're going. That's where we're going. No, we're good. Thank you. So the question is, in your storm, do you recognize Jesus? Amen? In your time of disappointment, do you hear his voice? When things are low, are you searching for him? Or is he a ghost? In the storm, they saw Jesus walking and they didn't recognize him because there was too much going on. There was too much going on. Amen? There was too many things happening. Did they recognize him? The answer was no. He was like a ghost to them. But Peter recognized his voice and said that if it's truly you, come on going to come. And I will walk on water to come and meet you. And he began to do it. Now, many people will say that Peter feared, and because of that, he's a failure. In fact, he's the greatest champion. Because as he began to walk, which was measured failure, the both potatoes were inside watching him. Peter, this is nice. He was a champion. Amen? Those that really love God don't really love their life. I repeat, it's in Revelations, in fact, Revelations 12:11. Those that love God, they don't love him to the point, those that love him and really trust him and have faith, don't really love their life to the point that they won't go to some places to say certain things. Listen to the things that we've been saying today. Really pinpointing. Most especially about sexuality and such like. There's no two ways about it. What does it say in Revelation 12:11? Yes.
And they overcome.
Yes.
And by the blood of the Lamb.
Yes.
And by the word of their testimony.
Yes.
And they loved not their life.
Yes.
Unto the death.
Yes. They didn't hold on to their life. Oh no, nothing must happen to me. Because they were unconventional. Do you know that your God is unconventional? He doesn't do things in the way that we understand them. And do you know why? He doesn't need to. He's beyond what we see. Daddy was talking earlier on and he said that he thanks God that nobody has had any stroke. And that it's not a portion. And at the same time, he shrugged his shoulders and he said that at the same time it can happen. Do you know that if it happens, God is still good? God is still good. If you don't praise him in this place, they'll find different places and in different countries and he's still good. What we need to understand is that the way God behaves and the way he operates is unconventional. So our thinking needs to be unconventional. Change your mindset. If you want to change your situation, change your mindset. What you consider to be disappointment could be what God is using for you. Change the way you see it. There's no one that knows where they're going really. You're just holding on to God really. So what you consider to be disappointment, change that mindset. When Jesus had died, it was disappointment to his followers. Is that not true? Yes. They left that place mournful, sorrowful. It didn't make sense to them. This man that attached somebody's ears, this man that provided a feast for them at a wedding, this man that gave people something to eat, when there were 3,000 men. Mind you, the Bible says 3,000 men. It didn't say that they came with their wives and their children. That which means that there was more than 3,000 that he gave something to eat with just bread and fish. This man just died? That doesn't make any sense. They were disappointed. Jesus, in their eyes, had failed. But did they know that on the third day that he would rise again? Everybody must experience measured failure. You can write that down. Everybody must experience measured failure. For those who go to the gym, they carry things that are very heavy, almost to the point that they can't lift it. It's measured failure. They'll keep trying until they're able to lift it. What's the point of carrying this pencil? Because you can lift it. It doesn't allow you to grow. Amen? It's measured failure. Everybody must experience measured failure. That's why footballers are so good. They push their bodies until they are tired. And that's how they become brilliant. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not somebody that's naturally gifted. But he keeps trying. He goes through measured failure. So anything that's a disappointment to you, accept that God is working on your case in Jesus' name. Amen. You must challenge the orthodoxy of challenging environments. What you consider to be challenged, you must go there and be brave, be strong. Don't let the things that people say hold you down. Disappointment is a perception. Amen? Failure is a perception. As long as you've given your best, failure is a perception. You don't know where God is taking you to. Amen? Amen. When we wrote our GCSEs, and I'm not proud of this, and I tell my youth all the time, we didn't leave there with good results as such like. I can testify to that. But we didn't know where God was taking us to. Amen? Amen. In fact, I don't have a maths GCSE. I don't have the science GCSE. But somehow I'm a master of science with an MSc. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Because God is unconventional, that's why. So where he's taking you to, you don't know. The only thing you can do is try your best and do what? Leave the rest. Amen? Amen. I said again, disappointment is a perception. Failure is a perception. You don't know what God is doing in your case. Joshua 3, verse 12. Joshua chapter 3, verse 12. When they were going and they got to the river Jordan, God gave them a commandment. Anybody go either Yoruba or English is fine by me. Or we can read both. Anybody, Joshua chapter 3, verse 12, and we'll go all the way to verse 16. Yes, Joshua chapter 3, verse 12. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ọkùnrin kan nínú olúkúlùkù ẹ̀yà
Yes.
yóò sì ṣe lójú kan náà bí àtẹ́lẹsẹ̀ àwọn àlùfáà tí ó ru àpótí Olúwa.
Yes.
Olúwa gbogbo ayé bá ti tẹ omi Jọ́dánì.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Omi Jọ́dánì yóò ké kúrò, àní omi tí ń ti òkè ṣàn wá yóò sì dúró bí òkìtì kan.
Yes.
Ó sì ṣe nígbà tí àwọn ènìyàn ṣí kúrò nínú àgọ́ wọn láti gòkè Jọ́dánì tí àwọn àlùfáà sì ru àpótí májẹ̀mú wà níwájú àwọn ènìyàn.
Yes.
Bí àwọn tí ó ru àpótí sì ti dé Jọ́dánì.
Yes.
Tí àwọn àlùfáà tí ó ru àpótí náà sì tẹ ẹsẹ̀ wọn bọ
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
etí omi náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Nítorí pé odò Jọ́dánì á máa kún gbogbo bèbè rẹ̀ ní gbogbo àkókò ìkórè. Ní omi tí ń ti òkè ṣàn wá dúró.
Yes.
Ó sì ga jìnnà réré bí òkìtì lé ọ̀nà ní ìlú Ádámù tí ó wà lẹ́bàá Sárétánì, èyí tí ó sì ṣàn sọ́dọ̀ sí ìhà òkun pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀.
Yes, ma'am.
Àní òkun iyọ̀.
Yes.
A ké wọn kúrò pátápátá.
Yes.
Àwọn ènìyàn sì gòkè tààrà sí Jẹ́ríkò.
Ògo ni fún Jésù Kristi lókè ọ̀run. Àní ògo ni fún Jésù Kristi lókè ọ̀run. Àtúwìlẹ̀ kan sí pé ògo ni fún Jésù Kristi lókè ọ̀run. Now, don't forget the fact that the Israelites will pass down messages to their children. So they knew that at a time they went through the Red Sea and that Moses stretched his hands and the rivers they parted. Now these people, much like the word of God, he told them that when they get to the middle of Jordan and they place their feet, that the land will begin to dry up and they will go through. At the time when they were doing this, it would have looked like failure. But last time, talking about what she should be mostly on our way, you know, so why is this happening? Check out what talk about àwọn tó kọjá Jordan, àwọn ọmọ náà rí ìyanu. Because as they began to step their feet there, they began to see it. What they thought he said, àwọn tó kọjá òkun wá rí ọ̀tọ̀ ìbí jẹ. They finished the food before they said, so they just saw the finished products. Oh yeah, what he said, come and cross. And it was very nice. They got to see a live aquarium there and they went through. But those that went through the river Jordan were able to experience it. What is failure to you? What is disappointment to you? What do you see in yourself that you feel that you are disappointed? Have you given it back to God? Or have you felt as if maybe God has purposely allowed this to happen for something to become understood to you, or for you to understand something? What's disappointment? Disappointment is a perception, like I said. Never ask, why me? Why am I going through this? Ask God, what do you want me to learn? Amen? Never ask God, why me? Ask God, what do you want me to learn? Do you know that you are the Bible that some people will read? Do you know that you are the Jesus that some people are looking for? Do you know that if you don't rise, some people will not eat? Do you know that if you don't get your act together, some people, they won't find their lives? I say this all the time. If you don't rise, some people will not eat. Some people are waiting for you to get yourself together so they can make their way. I don't want to talk about Baba Ping because I don't want to talk about myself. But if Baba didn't do the things at the right time, people like me wouldn't find our way. He was a good example to me. I didn't grow up with my grandfather, but he became my grandfather. All the examples I needed to see, I would see from him. If he didn't get his act together at the right time, we wouldn't see that. I wouldn't have met some people who opened some doors for me. Is everybody with me? Yes. So your experiences can sharpen somebody else. Your experiences could be what somebody else needs to hear. Amen?
Amen.
You're the Bible that somebody wants to read. Okay, let's go to Genesis 29. Leah was not somebody that was beautiful. Leah, amen?
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Leah was not someone that was beautiful. She had a lazy eye. So on sight, Jacob wasn't somebody that found her attractive immediately. It was Rachel that he was in love with. So there's such thing as love at first sight. Amen? She was the one that he was in love with. As soon as he saw her, he loved her. But Laban, he didn't want to experience disappointment. So what did he do? He found his way to ensure that Leah would be in bed with Jacob on the night of their wedding. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
From the beginning of their marriage, Leah was experiencing disappointment. Amen? From the beginning of their marriage, she was experiencing disappointment. Why? The moment that Jacob woke up to find Leah, and it wasn't Rachel next to him. Did they talk? Yeah, honestly. You know what I mean? And where's Rachel? She want to know. That was the beginning of their marriage. Disappointment. Is everybody with me? Genesis 29 to 30. Yes, ma'am. But that's it. 29. No, that's the verse 31. Yes, ma'am.
And he went in also unto Rachel.
Yes.
And he loved also Rachel more than Leah.
Yes.
And served with him yet 7 other years.
Just to get to who he was looking for. To get past that disappointment. Yes, ma'am.
And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren.
Now, Eshima, I'm really enjoying this. Now, my question is, what is your focus? Leah, at that time, was loved by God, not by her husband. And because of that, he opened her womb. But she didn't remember that. She didn't think of that. Her focus was on a man that didn't love her. Like I said, failure and disappointment is a what? Perception. He didn't love her back. But yet, that wasn't her focus. Yes, my dear, I was 32. Hello, women.
And Leah conceived.
Yes.
And bare a son.
Yes.
And she called his name Reuben.
Mm-hmm.
For she said, surely the Lord had looked upon my affliction. Now therefore my husband will love me.
Oh.
That's sad.
It's very sad. This is why young people, we need to find a way to digest the word, to really understand it. You see, the Bible is a collection of stories that happen to real people, things that we are still going through. How many people have been in a relationship with somebody that doesn't want to be with you? Yeah, he just so. Hallelujah. I don't know the things. Tell your lessons of me. Hallelujah. Now, what I'm saying is this. She had her first child, and she said, now my husband will love me. It didn't happen. It was disappointment to her. Killing 33. So, yes, ma'am.
And she conceived again.
Yes.
And bare a son, and said, because the Lord had heard that I was hated, he had therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon.
Which means that as God was doing things for her, yet her focus was still on Jacob. Yes, this man doesn't love me, but you give me another son, so I thank you, God. Instead of thinking that, God, my shield, you've given me another son, and forget about the man that doesn't love you. In fact, anytime that she'll fall pregnant, it will be like a holiday for Jacob. What is he doing? Okay, good luck, see, I'll be in 9 months' time. I don't really buy. Yes, ma'am. Next verse, ma'am.
And she conceived again and bare a son, and said, now, this time will my husband be joined unto me.
Yes.
Because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Levi.
So now, after the third son, she then said to herself that now, I think the Orile didn't sing. Now we're a generation, 3 boys. Now my son, now my husband will love me. But did it happen? No. It was disappointment, it was failure. Yes, ma'am. 35.
And she conceived again.
Yes, ma'am.
And bare a son. And she said, now will I praise the Lord. Therefore she called his name Judah.
Wonderful.
And left bearing.
Eshima, God bless you, ma'am. So now, after everything that she went through, by the 4th time, she then said, now I will praise the Lord. Now I will focus on him. And that son was called Judah. And we know the generation of Judah and what happened. So my encouragement to everybody is, place your focus on what is important. What you could be deciding as failure could be part of what God is writing for you. It could be part of what God is working with for you. It could be just a slight part of what is happening. You see, don't try to help God to do his work. Because we know what happened to Uzzah, who tried to help the Ark of Covenant before it fell. He had good intentions. Do you know that? He just wanted to help. He wasn't showing off. The ark was falling and he just wanted to reach out so it didn't fall, but we know what happened to him because God had said nobody should touch it. So my encouragement to everybody is don't allow what you decide to be disappointment or failure to be your narrative that will help you make your decisions. Place your focus on God. Place your focus on God. Like I said, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. Failure could be part of what God is doing to raise you up. In a marriage where people have their children immediately, it's a very normal thing, right? But in one where they don't have children for 10 years, 15 years, and such like, and then on that day they have their child, you know that it's a celebration that's bigger than what would have happened if it happened within a year or so. Is everybody with me? We need to ensure that we dwell within the Goshen principle. I'll round up now. Exodus 9:26. Exodus 9, verse 26. Exodus chapter 9, verse 26.
The only place it did not hail
Yes.
was the land of Goshen,
Wow.
where the Israelites were.
Now, thank you so much. The only place where hail, and this is hail or fire, mind you, didn't rain was in Goshen, whilst they were in slavery. So your situation may look bad, but peace is your portion.
Amen.
Your situation may look as if you have no way to make it out and it's not making sense. You may not even have any money. That's where most people are down. But peace is your portion in Jesus' name.
Amen.
They were in slavery at that time. They were not enjoying themselves. They were not eating what they wanted to eat. They were not listening to the music that they wanted to listen to. But the Egyptians, who were enjoying the wealth of the land, they were not enjoying God's peace. Amen? The Bible says that the only place where hail was not raining was in Goshen, where God's children were. So, Satan, hell, the gates of hell will not have power over us in Jesus' name. What is failure? It's a perception. Change your mindset and change the way that you look at it. You must have a positive mind. By the words of your mouth, you see, you become what you hear, you become what you see. Most people who smoke saw somebody that was smoking in their house, so they just inherit the behavior. We need to begin to assess ourselves. What have we taken on that doesn't belong to us? How many jobs do you work because you don't want to be like your dad or maybe like your mom? It's not your business. How many people's lives are we taking on? Do you know that there's some people that take on other people's behavior without knowing it? Maybe it could have been a bad example. Their children will pick up those behavior and not know why. Tell them about because they inherited it from somebody else. Amen? So we're talking about disappointment and failure. And like I said, what we consider to be disappointment and failure could be a part of what God is writing. In all things, we should ensure that we pray. But don't ask, why me? Ask God, what do you want me to know? What lessons are you teaching me during this time? Amen? I'll run up with this. I said that before, I know. When God had the Israelites in the wilderness and he was raining down manna, he said to them every morning, come back out and do what? Ask. And it will rain. God was introducing a relationship to them that you will not eat unless you speak to me. You won't make it through unless you speak to me. He was training them. Is everybody with me? He had to do that in their wilderness, so they know that all things will come from him. So if you've lost your job, maybe you're not working, maybe God wants you to spend some time by yourself to sit down and say, these are the things I'm trying to teach you. So now when you go back to work, or when things work out, this is how you will exercise yourself. Or maybe something has happened that you didn't expect to happen. What does God want you to know?